Hey everybody. So what I decided to do was, we're going to have a meeting next Monday, and it's going to be, the first of a series of meetings. I think every Monday is really the only day that we can get everybody together for a brief period to go through stuff. But I started looking at it, I started going, man, we're going to have a lot of stuff to go over on Mondays. One of the biggest frustrations in my job has been not being able to connect with all of you every day like we used to be able to do with canvassing. Uh, um, it's been an extreme frustration of mine. It's been a source of a lot of the stress that I go through, if I'm being honest, because I really get lost. I stand there at my computer and I go, okay, what am I supposed to do next? I know I got a million things to do, but what is next? This sort of way for me to be able to organize that, go through it before we end up going through it in a meeting on Monday, and open up to any questions that you guys might have too. That way you can watch this at your convenience. Hopefully you come up with some questions, or, if you have any issues, then you reach out to me. And then whatever we go over on Monday, you already have kind of a preliminary idea of what we're going to do. Okay, so I want to go through a couple of things. Okay, first, I want to talk about the schedule for next week. Pull that up real quick. Okay. All right, so here's the schedule for next week. Okay, I'm just going to go through kind of everybody's stuff, or each event that we have. Okay, just to let everybody know what's going on. Okay. All right, so first, Monday, we don't have much going on here. You can see that's why I figured Monday would be a good day for us to be able to have a meeting and ask any questions that we have or anything like that. On Tuesday, we start True Value in Harrisburg again. We're doing that this week as well. So far, we're, a day and a half or so in. It seems pretty successful. I think that, we're going to find out a lot of information this week that's going to help us next week, okay? What I will say about that event is, or that retail opportunity, is that there's a lot that's involved in it. The person that runs that store, that owns that store, he's heavily involved in a charity called CASA. Okay, now I'll tell you a little bit about that charity. CASA is the court-appointed special advocates of Dauphin County and speaks up for children who've been abused and neglected by empowering our community to volunteer as advocates for them in the court system. CASA's vision is to provide a volunteer advocate for every child in need in our community. And this is something that, it's near and dear to my heart, probably anybody with kids. The abuse that some children go through, the things they have to sit through and whatnot, especially when their parents are on drugs or not around, it's extremely difficult. This is one of the most important things, I'd say, especially right now, with everything going on, parents losing their jobs, a lot of people, domestic violence incidents, things like that. So it's a great charity to be able to, be involved in. And as I've already told you, every day that we are at True Value, we're donating $50 to this CASA thing. So in addition to that, we're also giving away a $100 gift card each week to True Value. And obviously they get entered for the $30,000 window makeover as well. There's not a separate sheet for that True Value thing. We pull from the sweepstakes that we get. So if they have to sign up for, that sweepstake in order to be able to get that $100 gift card. Okay. Each week we'll pull out a winner. We'll call that winner. Okay. Every week, probably on Monday, the following Monday, we'll call that winner for it. Okay. And then it will be waiting right at the store for them. We'll just leave it at the store for them. That's meant to get you into conversation. Okay. So this might change by Monday, but I wanted to go through for anybody working that event from now until Monday, or Tuesday. I wanted to go through with you quickly the kind of scripting that I would use for this. So to stop people without using the $30,000 window makeover, I think that's important, because the $30,000 window makeover, it's awesome, it's great, but they've probably heard it before. If they haven't heard it from us before, they've heard it from people like us before. Everybody sort of does the same thing. So I'd stop them in a little bit of a different way. I'd just say, sir, get in front of them, kind of put your hand out or whatever, stop them a little bit in traffic. And this worked great the other day when we were at Williams Grove. People were not really willing to stop. Every person that we said this to at least stopped to talk to us, okay? And we didn't have anything additional to offer them and whatnot either. So what we'd say to the person is, sir, just want to let you know about the charities, the charitable initiatives that our company is doing. Or I just want to let you know about the initiatives that we're doing in our community. Over the last couple of weeks, sir, we've given 50,000 pounds of food to the Bethesda mission. Okay, and we've worked a lot with Petco and PetSmart we worked a lot with Speranza Animal Rescue through Petco and PetSmart. That being said, right now we're working with True Value to give back to underprivileged children through a charity called CASA. By signing up for this $100 gift card giveaway that we're having right now, it allows us to be here and give to that charity. Okay, all I need is some quick information, sir. What's your name? Okay, what's your phone number? Okay, great, sir. And I want to let you know, too, by signing you up for this, we're also signing you up for a potential to win $30,000 in windows and doors. So it's really awesome. You get both these different things. Okay, we pull the gift card thing every week. We'll pull that. You might tell them something like that. We'll pull the gift card thing at the end of the week. We'll pull the $30,000 at the end of the year. And sir, what's your phone number? Okay, great. And everything else should stay the same. It should be pretty simple. Everything else should stay the same. Okay. So again, that person is starting to walk by me. Sir, I just want to let you know about some of the charity initiatives that we have going on right now. So first, I want to let you know that we've just delivered 50,000 pounds of food to Bethesda Mission. We've also worked with Petco and PetSmart to help out Speranza Animal Rescue. And right now what we're doing, sir, here at True Value is we're trying to work to help out a charity called CASA, which helps underprivileged children in the court system, okay? That being said, all I need you to do today, sir, all I'd like you to do today, sir, all I'd like to do for you today, sir, is have you sign up for our $100 gift card giveaway, okay, to True Value. We pull it every single week. That's going to help us a lot towards helping these children. So what's your name? Okay, great. And what's your address? All right, great. And what's your phone number? Okay, sir, great, fantastic. I want to let you know, too, this also signs you up for our $30,000 window makeover that we do twice a year, okay? So what's your cell phone number? All right, great. And then everything remains the same after that, okay? So that's the idea. We're going to discuss on Monday some different things. You know, after you guys gain some experience at these True Values, I'm going to get down to one hopefully here soon, too. We got a ton of stuff going on. So, and we're going to be starting another True Value again this upcoming week, the schedule that I'm going over right now as well. So it will become really, really important starting next week. So we'll get this all hammered out by next week. Okay, so that's on Tuesday. So on Tuesday we have Roots Market, okay? Kyle's going to be at Roots Market. We have Cole going to True Value Harrisburg. All right, that's on the 29th, okay? We have Chris going to Roots Market in the morning. We have Aaron Jones going to True Value as well, and Travis going to True Value as well, okay? All right, then on Wednesday, we have Leesport, okay? Now, Leesport has been tremendously successful for us on certain occasions. You know, it's constantly busy is what I hear. I've not been out to Leesport before, but you guys know, you guys have been out there. And guys, it's a constant grind when you're at these things. You really got to work to make these things successful, okay? And when it comes to having less shifts, if you're somebody that has 4 shifts or 3 shifts or something like that, I would love to add you on to the evening at Leesport as well. It's consistently busy, man. You consistently get customers. Take a guy like Seth. He always gets leads out there, You just got to have the right mentality going out there. Christian's at True Value that day from 12 to 7. We also have Andrew is setting up Fall Carlisle, which is the last car show in Carlisle for the year. So Kyle's going to be there from 12 to 7 on Wednesday. John is going to be at True Value Harrisburg from 12 to 7 p.m. Mo is going to be at Fall Carlisle from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. And Seth is going to be at True Value Harrisburg from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Okay? All right. Then on Thursday, we have the markets at Shrewsbury. Now, the market, Priscilla is going to be there. Okay? It's on the 1st of October. Markets at Shrewsbury is going to be tremendous, I think. We are starting that this week that we're in right now. If you're watching this video in this week, we're starting that this week that we're in right now. I think we got some people going there tomorrow. It's a little bit beyond a flea market. It's like a flea market on steroids. It's like an official market there. Our pitch is our normal pitch. And look, if you want to tie things to charity as much as possible, if that's something that you're comfortable with, then again, just grab the person and say, hey, I want to let you know what's going on right now. I want to let you know what we're doing. I want to bring awareness to this and this. You could even say, for example, Bethesda is having a tough time getting food this year for Thanksgiving. Okay, so we're not there collecting food for Thanksgiving meals at Shrewsbury, but maybe it's a good way to be able to start a conversation with somebody. Again, charity is obviously always a good conversation starter. Okay, and speaking of charity, Jacob will be on Petco that day on Thursday from 10 to 6. Petco's been wildly successful, especially last Saturday. Last Saturday, Petco was extremely successful. I'd like to see that every day. I don't know why we can't do that every day. Obviously, we can definitely mimic those same numbers every day at Petco. Carl's going to be at the mall. We got Kyle at Petco with Jacob from 10 to 6. You guys can figure out the setup for that, who's doing it and whatnot. Maybe one of you guys could set it up. One of you guys could break it down there in the parking lot. That van will stay at Petco though. So what you guys should probably do is one person grab the setup, okay, bring it down there, all right, and then the other person bring that person back to get their vehicle. Phil will be on Fall Carlisle, the car show again, which I think will be it's going to be probably the busiest one as well. So that's 12 to 7. Mo, you're on 29th Street True Value, which is another True Value in Harrisburg that we'll be doing, which is neat. Cole, you got the markets Shrewsbury. You don't got to bring the setup to Jim's, Cole. You're not going to Jim's the next day, okay? Actually, as a matter of fact, is that the day that you needed off there? Yeah, you're not going to Jim's that next day, so don't worry about that, okay? That's a note for Priscilla. All right, so just forget about that. Steamerama starts that day too, okay? So Steamerama is a steam engine event. It's a pretty neat event. Looks pretty cool, okay? Looks like it will be pretty busy. It's something they do every year. I think it's like their 60th or maybe it's their 100th annual. They've been around for a while, doing this for a while. So I think it's going to be a great event, Chris. So you will set that up and break that down. Unfortunately, I believe that sets up and breaks down every day. I'll make sure that's for sure. That's what it said in the calendar, but I'll make sure that's a for sure thing. If we can leave that set up there, that's obviously ideal. Jones, you'll be at Fall Carlisle from 7 to 2. Seth, you'll be at True Value that day. And then Travis will be at Steamerama with Chris. Okay, great. So now going into Friday, guys, and our weekend's going to get freaking crazy with this, okay? Steamerama, Priscilla, you'll be there. Jacob will be at Petco from 2 to 6, the same Petco location, just slightly different hours. And that should say breakdown, not set up, Jacob, just so you know, okay? Christian will be at Fall Carlisle from 7 to 2. Kyle will be at Steamerama with Priscilla, okay? And again, that's just one thing I want to bring attention to. You guys might want to do this way. You might want to have Priscilla break down with you, and then you put it in her car so she can bring it to Waynesboro. That's what makes sense. Carson's calling me quick. Hold on. Hey, Carson. Good. I'm making a Zoom meeting thing quick just to go over some training so that before Monday, because Monday we're gonna do a little training thing. So what's going on? You're live on the Zoom meeting right now. So no problem. Cool. Mm-hmm. Okay, perfect. Sounds good. Sounds good. I didn't forget about you too about the pay thing. I will. I'll give you a call in a little bit here. Excellent. Thank you, man. I'll talk to you soon. All right, bye. All right, cool. Ryan got an appointment, I guess. All right, great. So where were we here? All right, so Steamerama, Edvin will be at True Value. That'll be his first event for the week. And then we're at Benny's Pet Depot. Now, that's supposed to be a jam-packed event. That's supposed to be a lot of fun. And it's an event, but it's also a retail thing. So I guess they do an event on those days, October Fridays or something like that. They said to us, you better have 2 people because it's going to be very busy. So Phil and John are at that. That should be a very good event. Then we start something I'm really excited for, which is Hershey Park in the dark. Now, this is a shorter Hershey Park schedule. I don't know what the setup's going to look like for this. I'm going to go check this out on Friday of this week, okay, for next week. But that's going to be a pretty cool event. I hope you guys are excited for that. They're saying up to 60,000 kids at that event, which means about 20,000 parents. So we're going to overstaff that like crazy. I think it's going to be 3 of us plus 3 people plus me on most days. And yeah, we'll figure it out. But I think we're going to need to have 3 to 4 people on each day of that. Okay. So Mo will be there. Cole, you'll be at Fall Carlisle. Dalton will be at True Value, Harrisburg 29th Street. That's the first day he's back from vacation. He's going to switch locations midday. Chris will be at True Value. Aaron will be at Hershey Park with us because I'll be there too that day. Seth will be at Petco from 10 to 3. Then on Saturday, okay, so Saturday, Andrew's going to jump between Penny's and Petco to work with you guys. I think Christian and Jacob who will be on those events. Priscilla's going to be at Waynesboro Market Day, which again is a new thing to us. Over near our house, that's great. That's why I said Kyle and Priscilla, maybe you want to coordinate, but maybe you break that down together. You give that to Priscilla to take with her if it's something that doesn't stay set up the Steamerama thing. Then Benny's Pet Depot, we got again, that's going to be Jacob. And then Christian will be Petco. So here's what my plan was for that, because like I said, it's going to be very busy at Benny's. Andrew's going to shoot over to Petco, see what Christian needs, see how he can help at all. Then he's going to jump over to Benny's to work with you, Jacob, for most of the day. That way we have a second person there. Okay, and you can coordinate with him how busy it is or whatever. Edmund's at Fall Carlisle from 12 to 7. Edmund, that's a great day for that. You'll have a lot of people there. I don't know if you've worked a car show yet. Phil will be at Steamorama from 11 to 6:30. John will be there from 8 to 4. So we're sort of splitting that in the middle of the day there. Okay, so John, you'll probably set it up. Okay, Phil, you'll break it down. Mo will be at the STCC Fall Fling, which I have no idea what that is, Mo. I'm sure it will be great. You'll make it great. It's from 11 to 3. So you'll have a nice early short day there. Cole will be at Hershey Park from 2 to 9. Dalton will be at Hershey Park from 2 to 9. And I will be at Hershey Park again from 2 to 9 that day. Yeah. Okay. Chris will be at True Value from 9 to 4 on 29th Street. Fall Carlisle will be Aaron from 7 to 2. Seth is going to jump between True Value and Harrisburg from 9 to 4 on that day. And Travis will be at True Value Harrisburg on that same day, on that Saturday. Okay, then we finally get to Sunday, okay? Priscilla's going to do Williams Grove on Sunday, bring the setup back after that. Jacob will be at Steamorama from 8 to 5 on Sunday. That event, Jacob, goes a little bit later than that if it's great and you want to stay there or whatever, but I figured it'd probably wind down around then. It really ends about 6:30 or so. Ends at dark, guys. When it says 6:30, it ends at dark, okay? So, I mean, if there's a bunch of people around and you want to stay for the extra half hour, listen, I'm not going to knock that. I just wanted to give you a definitive time to be able to leave there. Christian, you'll be at Hershey Park from 2 to 9, which is a great event. Jacob, I'll make sure I get you to that event the following week, okay? Kyle, you'll be there from 2 to 9 as well. Edvin will be Petco from 9 to 4. Phil will be Petco from 9 to 2. All right. Mo, you'll be Fall Carlisle, and that's a breakdown from 7 to 12. Okay, so if you want to bring an event car with you, 7 to 12, it's just a quick, easy, short show and breakdown there. That's why you're going to be the only one there. Cole, you'll be at Steamorama from 8 to 5 as well. So same thing. You heard my spiel to Jacob. All right, the Halloween Spectacular. This is in Leesport. Okay, so it's pretty far away, Dalton and Travis. All right, you'll have to probably drive together for Travis there. All right, drive out there. I think that's going to be a really cool event. If it's indicative of Leesport, typically, if it has more people go there than typical Leesport, it's going to be a great day, okay? And then Seth will be at Hershey Park from 2 to 9, all right? Okay, cool. So that's the schedule. If you have any questions, let me know. I hope you don't have anything that interferes with the schedule because, quite frankly, I'm sort of like spent on the amount of people. Like Saturday is packed, man. I could probably, I mean, when you put it this way, right? The only flea market we're doing that week is Williams Grove on Sunday. We could add in, John, I can't add something in for you on Sunday, but other days of the week I can. Chris, I can definitely add an event for you on Sunday too. I just figured you've been working a ton of events. Maybe make that a calling day for you or something like that. Yeah, I mean, I can get you guys stuff. So you just let me know, okay? You just let me know. Even you, Priscilla, I could probably, you're at Williams Grove there, but I could probably put you at a different event too if you wanted to. So you just let me know what you want to do if something needs to change there. As far as getting more events goes, there's never any problem with that. It's just a matter of not having enough people for the events. We're working on hiring right now. I would suggest too, for canvassers and events agents, if you have someone that wants a job right now, they can. So if you're canvassing, if you're a canvasser and you're like, hey, I want somebody going to canvassing or events, and you're like, hey, if somebody wants to do full time, they want to do canvassing, they can start off doing events and then go into canvassing as long as they're hired to do that. Okay. If they want more part time, we're definitely hiring for events as well, okay? But just let me know. Okay. Next, all right, I'm trying to move through this stuff quick because, again, this is just preliminary stuff here, okay? We're going to go through a lot of this stuff on Monday too. I appreciate you guys bearing with me. I figured this was a more efficient way to do this. Okay. So then we're going to start using this event lead sheet thing. I call it like the event checklist, okay? The lead checklist. All right, now what I want you to do, guys, and this adds, oh my God, people are going to go crazy. It's so hard. It adds another element to everything. Oh my God, this is so, I mean, come on. It's literally all you need to do is check off these things, okay? Now, that might seem silly to you. You might go, well, I could just check this off anyways. Of course, who's not going to check these things off? Anybody honest with themselves is gonna really look at this stuff and go, oh, shit, I forgot that. Oh, shit, I forgot that. Or maybe I didn't do a good enough job with this, okay? And my suggestion is, guys, that this is about lead quality, man. Like, your lead quality sucks. I mean, most people's, not everybody, but most people's lead quality sucks to an extent. Nobody wants that because it costs you all money. Every week we're doing payroll going, oh my God, he could have had 3 more demos. He could have had 5 more demos. He could have had 2 more demos. It costs you money every week, and you don't need to do that. You don't need to go through that, okay? So this checklist, you need to really, really take in, okay, and utilize, all right? It goes through everything that you need, man. There's 10 points. I probably could have put 15. There's 10 points to though. Andrew worked on this. Okay, so after you're done, all you do with this, after you're done with the lead sheet, okay, and we're going to go through some of the most important things for lead quality too before this weekend so we can see maybe a jump in lead quality. Some people have been getting better with it. Some people have been staying the same with it. A couple people have gotten worse with it. Up now, Altoona, you guys have had a little bit of a tough time with this stuff, okay? All right, so first thing on there, did I obtain enough need and pain from the customer, okay? This is something we went over in Altoona to a large extent the other day, okay? Events agents tend to not use as much need as canvassers because they're not used to it. They're not used to seeing the houses. Familiarize yourself with window problems. Ask one of the canvassers to work with you at a show to show you their need conversation. It's extremely important, guys. The customer needs a reason for us to go out there. It helps so much with the appointment quality. It's insane, okay? Was I able to connect with the customer? I eliminated the word personally connect with the customer from that because I don't think that you need to personally connect with every customer. You're not going to. But what did that customer, was I clear with the customer? Would be another way to put that. Was I completely clear with them? Did they fully understand and embrace what I was saying? Did they get it? Do I feel confident in that lead? That's basically a catch-all for that. Did I get at least 2 phone numbers? At least there should be key, okay? Maybe go for 3, go for 4 if you need, go for 10, I don't care. Get at least 2 on there, okay? Did I get an email address? Should be a necessity as well. Did I get the customer's signature? It's important. I don't think that you need to do that in the sweepstake. Again, keep in mind, when it comes to lead quality, guys, and setting leads, okay, I would not ask for the spouse during the sweepstake. I would not ask for the signature during the sweepstake, okay? And the reason why is because you're likely to blow up your lead or blow up your lead quality. If you ask for the signature during the sweepstake transaction, then they know it's done. There's finality to that. You're now going into an appointment. They're just going to say no to you, okay? But before they walk away, if the appointment blows up and they say, no, 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 get the hell out of here, not doing it. Okay, what's your spouse's name, or what other homeowners are there? And can you sign this, please? Okay, but if it doesn't blow up, save that for later. Save that for later. Save the spouse thing for set aside at least 90 minutes, whether we need it or not. Fair enough. And when we visit to discuss the project, we need to meet with all the owners of the property. Save it for that time. Okay. All right, did I get the customer signature though? Again, at the end of the appointment or at the end of the sweepstake, if there's finality there, okay, if it's done. Did I get the customer to set aside at least 90 minutes for the visit? Did they agree to that? Did they understand that? And did I separate the questions? Okay, one of the biggest things up in Altoona the other day, again, with the events agents was because they're not used to doing this. They weren't separating those two things. They weren't separating the 90 minutes from both homeowners being there. They were saying something along the lines of, we need you to set aside at least 90 minutes and have both homeowners home for the appointment. Does that sound okay? That doesn't work. That doesn't work. When we visit to discuss first we need you to set aside at least 90 minutes, or to give you the service that you deserve. We need you to set aside at least 90 minutes for our visit, whether we need it or not. Fair enough. Is that fair? Yes. Okay, great. And second, when we visit to discuss the project, we need to meet with all the owners of the property, including you, a spouse, a family member, or significant other. Who would that be? Okay, what's their name? Not, is there somebody like that? Not, can you do that? Not, are you okay with that? Who would that be? Okay, great, and what's their name? All right, and that's the two-party commitment. That's the next thing there. Did I go over the current promotions? Does that customer know this weekend, last weekend, 25% off? 25% off, biggest promotion that we have ever. 25th anniversary, 25% off. It's there. Great. Keep it. Fantastic. Awesome. Well, it's a great promotion to have. Okay. We'll have the promotions. I'll make sure that everybody has, as soon as possible, the promotions for next month. Okay. Did I use the appointment reminder card? Did I write that out for them? If I ran out of those, did I write it somewhere else? And am I enforcing that? Am I enforcing that card? Am I telling that person, please, please, for the love of God, take that, put it on your refrigerator, put it in your car visor, stick it in your whatever. Just don't shove it underneath your car seat, okay? But please, please, put this somewhere where you're going to remember. Please, you said Johnny has a tough time remembering stuff. Make sure Johnny sees this. Put a reminder in his phone. Boom, get it done, okay? Did I leverage the VIP card? Did I leverage the VIP card, okay? Use it. It's not in the script that we wrote. I'm going to put it in there, but it's not a big deal. You guys know how to leverage this. Bottom line is, listen, this is something special for me to you. You're not going to get this from calling into a commercial, okay? This is our 5% off VIP card. The reason for this, it's only for the appointment date that we picked. Make sure you keep that appointment. That's the reason for this, okay? We're going to give you an additional 5% off your total cost, okay? 5% off might not seem like a lot to you. This is not what you say to the customer, okay? This is what you need to think about. For you, you might go, well, 5%. 5% of 12 grand is $600, guys. $600 they'd save in a $12,000 sale, okay? On an average sale of $14,000, $15,000, you know, you're talking a large sum of money. I mean, if it's $14,000, what's that then? $700, $15,750. I mean, that's not bad at all, okay? Definitely better than getting nothing off the windows or not having the VIP card, okay? And then one thing that's not on this lead sheet that I really want you to focus on, okay, 150%, and I'll add this, is did I schedule the appointment for the soonest available time? Not the best time for them, comma, not the time they want, the soonest available time. Maybe the most important question that you could ask yourself, okay? You got to schedule the appointment for now. It's got to happen tomorrow. It's got to happen the next day. It's got to happen the next day. Your number one reason for cancellation, guys, this appointment's 10 days out. That's your number one reason for cancellations. Oh, yeah, basically, I'll give you a call back, tentative date, blah, 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 all that kind of BS. If you are setting up one parties. Now, again, what does that mean? If the customer's going, yeah, no, my husband's not going to be there, you're going, it's okay, we'll figure it out. My husband might be there. Yeah, I'm sure he will. That's fine. That's fine. No problem. My wife, she doesn't need to be there. She doesn't care about this stuff. Yeah, you're probably right. Oh, my wife, my husband, they're not the homeowner, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, I guess if they're not the homeowner, I mean, you said it, you know. No, dude, the customer has no idea or expectation of what we're looking for. They don't know. So when they say that crap, they have no idea what we're looking for or why we're looking for it from them. So if you let that pass, that's on you. Dude, you're literally at that point, you're literally actively working against your company and your department at that point. There's heavy implications there for your money, but also for the company's money and the sales reps' money and for your growth too. Dude, if you can't listen to basic directions, what are you doing? What are you doing? It's something that we've had existing for years. Don't set up one parties. Do not do it. And if you're setting up one parties or tentative dates, you are working against yourself, your department, your company, me, your teammates, everyone. Okay? Do not set up one parties. Do not set up tentative dates. What's a tentative date? I think maybe tomorrow would work. I'm not sure. That's a tentative date. Yeah, I mean, maybe. I mean, probably we could do something like next Saturday. That's a tentative date. You saying to the person, well, we could tentatively set that for you. We'll call you back to make sure it's still a good time. That's a tentative date. All right, well, we'll call you back in a couple days to make sure it's good for you. That's a tentative date. Hey, can you call me back the day before the appointment just to check on it? Just to make sure that's a tentative date. Okay. All those things are callbacks, guys. How do you get over that? If you set an appointment, the customer says, hey, are you going to give me a call back before we do this? Then say, I don't know, maybe potentially, why? Is there a problem with the time that we set for? Question them at least. Question them. It's the least that you can do. Okay. All right. So I think we get that there. Finally, last thing, an exercise that I want you to do. This is a great, tremendous exercise. Okay. What do you want to be January 1st, 2021? We sat through a session today from that guy, Ryan Estes, that came to speak, well, I can't speak, came to speak at our event there back in March, right before COVID-19 hit. And he had said, come up with a TAN plan, your plan for the future. Okay. Something that I had forgotten about over the COVID-19 stuff and whatnot. So, what's up, Seth? I'm in the middle of doing a video real quick right now. If you give me 5 minutes, I'll be done. You can sit there. So Seth just came in, everybody. Nobody's actually live on this. So what I decided to do, Seth, was I'm sitting there driving myself crazy, man. We can't get anybody scheduled together. Monday's the only day to do this, but there's so much to go over. But Monday, it's going to take like 8 hours if I don't do this now. So I figured, why don't I just tape a video, send it to everybody, and then we can follow up on Monday so everybody has an idea of what we're doing, right? So along the lines, like guys, so this is something I'm going to do Monday. This is something I'd like you to have done for Monday, please. When you think about that, what do you want to be January 1st, 2021? So we got about 90 days. What do you want to be? What are you going to do between now and then? So I wrote down a couple of things. I was thinking about this today. I want to be a better father. I want to spend real time teaching my children American history and reading to my children. I want to become a better leader, read one book on leadership per week and take full notes on it. I want to consume less news. It's not what I want to do, but I know I have to for my own mental health. I want to utilize my workout facilities consistently, my new workout facilities consistently. I want to continue to cut out most carbohydrates and sugars from my diet. I want to find and develop leaders at work, give back to my community and get my children involved, go to my church at least 2 times per month, giving myself and my family a sense of community, take time to plan daily, weekly, and monthly, embrace the core values of our company and create core values for myself. That's what I want to do. So that's what I'd ask you to do is, it doesn't got to be 10 things. Mine ended up being 10 things. It could be 5 things. It could be 54 things. Whatever you think you can. My whole thing was when I was organizing this, I was like, okay, what are slight adjustments on my life now? Because I don't hate my life now. So why would I want to completely change everything about my life right now? I want to change everything. I don't want to consume no news. I want to consume less news, right? I read now. I want to read more now. I use my workout facilities now, but I don't use it every single day, right? Getting to my church, well, I can't commit to going every week. I just know I can't. I just won't do it. I can try. I just won't do it. Well, what's my purpose anyways of going to church? I'm not going to convince myself I need that to worship God because I just don't feel that way. To build a sense of community, to get my kids involved in a sense of community. So when I was thinking about these, I thought about all those different things. If I don't have the right intention behind these things, I'm not going to do it. If I don't set aside the proper time for these things, if I don't have the time for them, then I'm not going to do it, right? I want to teach my children stuff. What specifically do I want to teach them? If I don't have an action plan for what I want to teach them, then I'm not really going to get it done, right? What am I really teaching them at that point? Just to be disorganized and crazy? They already get enough of that with me, right? So that's my thought process when going through these. So I ask you to think about your life, okay, and write down some things. I'd say it should be no less than 3, okay, but probably more than that. Probably not more than like 12, or else you're probably biting off too much. But I'll leave that up to you. Again, if you want to put 54, go ahead, put 54. Okay, that's the magic number there, 54. Then I just had, there was 2 quotes here from that I wanted to write down. Problems are opportunities to grow in disguise, and what gets scheduled gets done. Those are the 2 things that I thought about there. That, we were sitting in this session today with this guy, Ryan Estes, and those are the 2 things that I especially took out of that. Were those 2 quotes. Out of all the quotes that he had said, I wrote down a bunch of notes. Those are the 2 biggest ones. The first one, problems are opportunities to grow in disguise. We just went through, and we constantly, it's a constant battle. We haven't had many issues before in our department, but we just went through kind of a tumultuous time. Everybody's life is changing. Everybody's it's weird right now, right? I mean, there's so much that's happened so quickly. We're doing different jobs right now. And what I realized from these things though, right? We did one-on-ones, most people, not everybody yet. We did one-on-ones with most people. We've done conversations. I've definitely talked to people more over the course of the last week, for better or worse, than I had in the previous, a couple weeks for sure. And it's all because problems started to prop up. And so he said, okay, how do we solve these problems? And I think that the solutions to those problems become permanent solutions for many other issues that we could run into in the future, right? Start focusing on developing leaders in each individual, okay? That way we don't have to worry about what's going on at our events. If we have a leader at every single event, not a titled leader, but just a leader at every single event, then we're not going to run into the same issues that we ran into in the events department before. Okay, so long after canvassing and events is not as combined as it is now, how can we develop people to lead at every single thing we do, whether it's canvassing events, call center, whatever? How can we solve those problems before they even prop up? And then what gets scheduled gets done. And I constantly think about things that, like today, for example, as I mentioned in the beginning of this video, I'm sitting around my computer knowing there's 10 things I got to do that all are frustrating things, but I don't know what to do. I'm going, what the hell do I do now? What do I do now? And so I start doing something that's least productive, something that is non-consequential to what I have to do, or, whatever. I start, playing on my phone or whatever goes on. You do the same thing. I know a lot of you guys go through the same thing when it comes to calling stuff, definitely. So I'd ask you again to schedule things. And that's what I'm going to start doing too. This is what I need to do from this time to this time. And for me, a lot of it's not going to be from 1 p.m. to 1:30, I'm doing this. From 1:30 to 2, I'm doing this. No, but in the morning, between 9 and 11, I need to do these 3 things. Between, 11:30 and 2, I need to get done these 3 things, right? That's probably more how it's going to work for me. But work it out however you want to work it out. For you, it might be more exact. It might be I'm going to call from X time to Y time. I'm going to make sure that I get all my information for my events for this week between X time and, Y time. And I highly suggest, guys, if you do that, your job is going to feel a lot less taxing. It's not going to be as weird to take off a Monday or a Tuesday in your job instead of a Saturday or a Sunday, okay? Because you're going to have all your shit figured out for the week. It's going to feel so much better. You're going to have instant gratification, okay? All right, I'll look forward to seeing you guys either this weekend or on Monday then. Think about these things throughout the weekend, please. And if you took time to watch this entire video, I appreciate it. I'm going to have to start putting like Easter eggs in or something like that. So at the end, we have some sort of contest. I know people are watching or whatnot, because I guarantee you half the people skim through this as quick as they possibly can. And I understand. I don't even blame you. So thank you.